Good morning, guys. How are you? Welcome back to our English class. And today, inshallah, we shall continue our lesson, The New Friend. Now, as we remember, yesterday we were talking about a group of boys, 3 boys, who were playing outside and they found the old house being fixed or painted again so other people will live inside of it. And we remember that the 3 boys met a new boy called Makero, and this boy was really good at playing football, which is the soccer, and he's really good runner and he's good at learning things, so he knew his friend's name after one game. So today we're going to continue, inshallah. So I want every one of you to open your books on page number 173. If you don't have the books with you, you can always go to the links that I attach for you and open the page here. Alright, now, as we learned, first of all, before we read anything, we have to describe the picture. So we go to the picture and try to know or analyze what's going on inside this picture. Describe it. So here, I have 2 boys. What are they doing? They're playing marbles in the park as Makedo's parents go shopping. So here we have Makado and the other boy. They're playing marbles. You know marbles? Of course you know marbles. You play marbles. And there's the parents of Makado. They're going to go shopping to buy things. Now, as we understand this picture, we can read. While Makado's mother and father went to buy food, Makado stayed and played with us. So I'm going to read it again, and of course what's written here explains what's happening here. So while they were playing, the mother and the father of Makado, they went to buy food. Buy is to give money for the place you want to get things from. For example, you buy food, you buy clothes, you buy a lot of things using money. We call this buy. Now, I want every one of you to pause the video for 2 minutes and then read it. Move on. Alright, next page. Now, first of all, we said the first thing we have to do before we read is to look at the picture and describe it. Okay, let's read it, or let's describe it. Here we have 3 boys, right? And we have the mom and the father, and they have groceries. They have things, they have food. They bought food from the shop. Everyone carrying groceries into the kitchen. So where's Makado? I don't know which one of them. Maybe this one or this one. So they're all carrying boxes and bags of the shopping they went for. Now we read. When Makado's mother and father rejoined us, Martin, Makado, and I helped them carry the bags into the house. Makado said he would show us around his house. Then we went up to look at Makado's room. So what happened here, of course, what's here is describing the picture. When the mother and the father went back to the house, joined us again, or came again, we helped them to carry the bags into the house. They helped the parents. Of course, this is what you have to do, right? If you saw your parents holding bags, you go and help them. Now, Makado said that he would show us around the house. Now, he wanted to show them the house because it's new and they just moved in. Then they went up to look at Makado's room. All of the boys went to watch or see the room of Makado's. Now I want you to pause the video for 2 minutes and read it, and we shall continue. Alright, now first of all, the first thing we have to do is what? Look at the picture. Excellent. We look at the picture, we try to understand what's going on by describing the picture. Now as you can see here, we have description, right? Makado's room with moving boxes and colorful kite on the wall. Alright, so this caption describes the picture. We want to describe it more. So I say, I have 3 boys. They're looking at the room. The room is full of boxes. And there is a kite, colorful kite on the wall. And we have toys here and everywhere. Alright, now we will read. Makado still had Makoto or Mikado? Let's find out.
Makoto still had a lot of boxes to unpack. He had some nice toys and kites. He said that on the next windy day, we could bring his kites outside and fly them. He said I could fly a kite by myself.
All right, it's Makoto. All right, I'm sorry, it's Makoto. Makoto still had lots of boxes to unpack to get the things out of them. He had some nice toys and kites. He said that on the next windy day, we could bring his kites outside and fly them. He said I could fly a kite by myself. Myself means I can do it alone. Myself, it's me, I can do it alone. All right, so he showed them around and he told them that we can fly this kite on a windy day. Windy day means a lot of wind. It's windy. So the kite will fly more and better in windy days. Of course, you have flew a kite before, right? So you know. All right, now you're gonna pause it for 2 minutes and then we will continue. All right, now the first thing we have to do is, of course, look at the picture and try to describe it. Makoto's album or photo album. So these are pictures of Makoto. Of course, every one of you has an album, right? Yeah, right. Okay, now we're gonna read. Then we went outside to look at Makoto's picture from Japan. He had them in a green book. The first question I have to ask you, where did Makoto came from? Jordan? America? China? Japan. Excellent. He came from Japan because they were looking at pictures from Japan. And of course, Makoto, it sounds like Japanese name, right? So they went outside to look at the green book. All right, the green book has pictures of Makoto. Okay. Now you're gonna pause it for 2 minutes and read it. Let's move. Oh, as you can see here, this is Makoto when he was a baby, right? And his mother, and he's looking at the photos here, the album. All right, now we are going to read. On the first page, we saw Makoto's old house in Japan. On the next page, we saw Makoto's family in Japan. The last page had pictures of Makoto's friends. They showed Makoto's 7th birthday party. Makoto said he wishes we could meet his old friends. So, as Makoto was showing them the pictures, he showed them 3 pages. The first page, it has, let's read it, Makoto's old house. His old house in Japan, this is the first page or the first picture. It has Makoto's old house in Japan. The next page, we saw Makoto's family in Japan. This is the family, he and his mother. The last page had pictures of Makoto's friend. I can't see it, but there's a picture of his friends when he was in Japan, and of course they were in his 7th birthday party. So he made a birthday party in Japan, and his friends from Japan came to celebrate the birthday with him. He also said to his new friend that he wishes we could meet, or they could meet his old friends. He wants the new friends and the old friends to meet with each other and become friends. Wow. A lot of friends. Sorry, guys. All right, now we're going to stop it for 2 minutes and then we're going to continue. All right. So the first thing we do is to look at the picture and try to describe it. Excellent. We have some sweets here, right? In a dish, like food. I don't know what kind of food is this, but we're going to find out together, right? A plate of cookies. So it's a plate of cookies. All right, now we're gonna read and try to understand what's going on. At the end of the day, Makoto's mother and father repaid us for helping with cookies. We said please and thank you and ate up. So this is number 1. Number one rule, if someone gives you something or a cookie or food or a gift, you say thank you and you say please. We learned that, right? Excellent. So let's try to read it one more time. Makoto's mother and father repaid us. Repaid us. They gave us a gift, or repaid. They paid us. Okay. Pay means to give you something for doing something for me. For example, if you help me with the books when I come to the class, I will repay you with a hug, for example. I repay you with the gift. So repay means to give you something for helping me. So they gave them cookies for helping, with, of course, with cookies. We said please and thank you and ate up. All right, let's see here. Makoto's father said he had a new job in the city. Makoto would be going to our school. We were all glad about that. Aha, so this is the reason why they moved into the city, because the father, Makoto's father, had a new job in the city. So that means that Makoto would go to the school of the boys, the 3 boys. So they're all gonna be happy and friends forever. Yay, amazing, right? Now, I want you to pause the video for 2 minutes and read these 2 texts, please. And we shall continue. All right, here we have the father of Makoto, right? Everyone in the living room talking, they're talking, enjoying, and this is the mother. The mother is also enjoying and talking to the boys. Let's see what happens next. All right. And after they finished talking, of course, they had to leave to their houses, and the father and the mother are greeting them or telling them goodbye or whatever. Yeah, they enjoyed, and now let's see. We said goodbye to Makoto and his mother and father. This is nice, guys. You have to do that all the time. You go to your friend. Then we went home to our families. We were glad to have a new friend next door. So, of course, if you are polite enough, you have to follow the rule and you have to say goodbye politely. You have to be a nice boy or a nice girl to say goodbye, to say thank you, to say please. We have to learn this from the lesson, guys, okay? They said goodbye, and then they went to their families, and they were really glad or happy to have a new friend next door. Next door means close to them, neighbor. And now, I hope that you enjoyed the story and you learned a very good lesson, which is to be polite, to be a good friend, to help others, and to always say please and thank you. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll meet you tomorrow, inshallah, for another lesson. Until then, I wish that you have a very nice day. I love you guys, and I already miss you, and bye.